to tell you, but look, what the fuck is that? Oh. Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Audra. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm not sure how you got here, but certainly I'm glad you came. And if you are new here, well, you're in for a treat. All right. If you are into chaotic, frenetic energy and you enjoy horror, beauty, commentary, and anything else I like to put on this odd little channel of mine, I suggest you subscribe. It's free, it costs you nothing, and you may as well hang out and enjoy my weirdness. Also, I hang out with my friends here too. Wednesdays are for me and Kara and Emily to talk about new releases, and Thursday, me and Emily just bitch. It's not always on my channel. We rotate. All right, and also here are my socials. Please feel free to hang out, do things. We can chat, send me pictures. Nothing nude, nothing nude. All right, guys, so what are we here with today? Well, you know, I've been thinking about it, and this was actually brought up in our last live chat, which I will try to link on whichever side of this thing that it's supposed to go on, and that is...
Are we really buying luxury makeup in a depression?
Yes.
Yes, we are. I'm going to need you to take your notes and pay attention very closely because you are now entering Audra's School of Beauty Finance. There will be a test afterwards, so just saying, prep yourselves. Okay, so before we get into the financial side of this, I just wanted to say I have noticed it, and I'm sure many of you have as well, a rise in the amount of creators purchasing luxury makeup. This wasn't always a normal thing. I don't remember large amounts of creators, even especially smaller creators or micro influencers, whatever term we're using today, consistently buying luxury makeup, and yet that's where we are now. And I started to ask myself, why is this happening? Well, pen and paper ready, here we go. First and foremost, when you have far more disposable income, at least when I do, I am more apt to spend money on things like ColourPop. No shade ColourPop. But I'm more likely to spend $30 or $40 at ColourPop, $25 at BH Cosmetics, go in the drugstore, hit another $30, and then once in a while buy a luxury item. However, when I don't have as much disposable income, I'm far more likely to spend a good chunk of that, I don't know, like
$125 on the new Pat McGrath palette.
I'm more likely to spend that $125 and forego the additionals. What gives? What gives is this. When you have disposable income, you're not worried about being able to purchase the thing that you really want when it comes out. There's a part of you that doesn't even mind spending what could be considered a little bit of trash money, fun money on things that, you know, may not last. ColourPop, while cheap, fun, and does have some great products, also has some issues with quality at times. But you're willing to take that gamble because if it doesn't work out, even if you can't return it, if it doesn't work out, it's not a huge deal to you. You're sitting there going, that was my fun money. It's not a big deal, whatever. However, right now, when you're looking at needing to really make that dollar stretch and really make sure that the money that you spend is good money, then chances are you're going to more likely be interested in buying Charlotte Tilbury, buying Gucci, Chanel, Pat McGrath. You're more likely to spend your money on these more expensive luxury items because you know you'll get your money's worth. See what I'm saying? So since you know you're going to get your money's worth, you're like, yeah, I'll buy Charlotte Tilbury this. I'll buy a Marc Jacobs lipstick. Let's not talk about it. What? I didn't. On the other side of the argument, don't think other brands haven't noticed. Old guard brands like NARS are starting to have the same pricing as Charlotte Tilbury. What gives? Listen, even though a lot of us on the YouTubes tend to find NARS to be exceedingly boring, I mean, I don't because I'm the resident old bitch of YouTube. But even though a lot of us tend to find it boring, they've already done this, orgasm is dead, orgasm is tired, there are a lot of people who are still willing to buy it and want to buy it. And in order to gain that prestige, they're going to bump up their pricing to their competition. They don't want to be left out. Hello? So you're going to start seeing Carol, also known as Lorac, okay? I can't help myself. But you're going to start seeing these other brands really start bumping up their prices, even though they used to be kind of more mid-tier expensive because, you know, in the terms of luxury, and now they're starting to try to have luxury pricing, and I'm not buying that shit. Here's why. The thing is, I know the actual value, and I think a lot of us do. You know the value of what these brands were before. We do on the YouTubes, but those out in the other world, the regular, everyday, degular world, they don't. So it's our duty to let them know. No, just kidding.
Don't be that asshole.
But in all seriousness, I do see that we are moving towards the trend of buying more luxury makeup, and we have to watch out for brands like NARS who are trying to price themselves into the Charlotte Tilbury, Pat McGrath range. But let us remember why we're buying it. Don't get crazy. For instance, mascara. I spend quite a bit of cash on mascara, to be honest. But also, I don't wear false lashes. Could you tell? You could. Don't be mean. The thing is, there are things that I'm going to always spend more money on anyway, regardless. Although I've never bought a luxury mascara because it really is just like goop, right? But things like your blusher, the things that are going to go on your face, all of this, you're going to want use out of it. And that's the other reason why we're spending more money on luxury makeup. It's not just because it's quote unquote better, it's also because we want it to go further. Now that we are in an economic crunch, we have no idea when that economic crunch is going to let up. That being the case, your ability to go out and buy every new release that you really love is slowly diminishing. And with it diminishing, you also realize you're going to have to really make that dollar count. Enter luxury makeup. Luxury makeup is here to stay, and it's really going to start rising in popularity, is my belief. I think a lot of people are going to be more interested in spending $50 or $60 or even $125 on a palette, knowing that that palette is going to have great value, long-lasting power, and you're going to be happy with it. What I'm actually getting at here, which I did not say as eloquently there, is you know that if you buy ColourPop or any of that kind of stuff, that within, it could dry up within 3 months and you won't have it anymore. Whereas with something luxury, the chances of that happening are fairly slim, and you don't have to repurchase the item as quickly, meaning you are in effect saving money. I hope that that makes sense. Anyways, back to the video. For a long period of time, especially as you're going through, if you're doing like I'm doing, consistently and constantly decluttering your collection, you may find out you have a lot of palettes that you've had for a very long time and don't like them and don't reach for them. And when you buy a luxury palette, the hope is, well, for most of us, that we're going to continue to use that luxury palette over and over and over and over again. That leads into something else, because I had been kind of talking about before brands not being dead, they're just boring, and then I talked about it again today, brands being boring and tired. Fun fact about luxury makeup, a lot of it is boring. You know why?
It's aimed at old bitches.
Listen, okay, the idea is that younger people don't have as much disposable income. Even though that's not necessarily true, that's the idea. Marketing hat. And with that being the case, brands that have a lot of
Prestige.
luxury, brands that have a lot of that are definitely going to be aiming towards old ass women, because we generally have the money to spend. I don't. I'm unemployed. Wish me luck. But when I am gainfully employed again, I am going to have disposable income again. I don't have as many bills. I don't have as many credit cards. There's a lot of things I don't have to pay. Therefore, it leaves me with a lot of extra money just sitting over here, and I'm going to spend it buying basic bitch luxury makeup. Listen, we can come for them all we want, but the reality is I do like this basic bitch stuff. I mean, I know looking at me right now, you're like, Cyndi Lauper? Cyndi Lauper could never. Yes, she could. She already did it. I'm just copying her. However, while today I look very, very colorful and fun and funky, that's not necessarily my everyday style. Every day I'm wearing brown. Brown, with a very bold lip. That's how I roll. But not today. Today I'm being funky and fun and
Luxurious.
I can't stop doing it. Don't come for me, okay? Those of us in the older set are more likely to spend more money on beauty. We're getting fine lines, we're getting wrinkles, dark spots, dryness, ever-changing skin. I mean, aside from that, getting older is totally awesome. Don't let this deter you, okay? Anyways, sorry. I just wanted to throw that in there. Like, I like being older, except for all that other shit I just mentioned. We're gonna spend our money, and brands are counting on this. This is why luxury brands have been amping up for a long time, unbeknownst to us, just coming for our necks. Ask yourself a question. If you start looking at Sephora, you start looking at random little stores that are just suddenly carrying luxury makeup. It's only a matter of time before even Ulta has more luxury makeup than they've ever had, because luxury makeup can't survive with just the rich buying it. I know, you're like, Audra, the rich have so much money, eat the rich, fuck the rich. No, pause. If you really want to make bank, you have to branch out. This is something everybody's discovered. I mean, does anybody remember when Isaac Mizrahi moved his shit into Target? Hello? He understood the value of the dollar and the value of us poor ass people down here. And in order for us to want to buy anything, we have to be able to have access to it. Sephora, you have access. Nordstrom's, which I can't go into because categorically,
They smell the poor on me.
there's also the fact that as people in general start going up the chain of beauty and trying a step above and a step above and a step above, we do find one very annoying, hard to face fact. A lot of the times when it comes to beauty, expensive is better.
I never thought I would say that.
What I'm trying to say is, I know I like to say expensive isn't always better, but honestly, sometimes it is. This Marc Jacobs lipstick that I have is just glorious. It stays on. It doesn't transfer. It feels good. It's not dry. I don't know what to say to that. It's a very expensive lipstick. I think it's like $34 for a lipstick. But I can't deny that it's better than all the rest of mine that aren't luxury. So all of this to say, I'm not encouraging you to go out and spend your money on luxury makeup. I mean, if you're already doing it, which I know some of you are, I see you. I see you all in my comments. But I know some of you are, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly acceptable. But for those of you who aren't ready for it, I mean, there is indie. There's a lot of different places, and the other makeup isn't going anywhere. Well, I'm going to let that go. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and end. That's it. That's the video. Thank you guys so much. A huge shout out to all of my patrons. Thank you so much. Because of you guys, I'm able to put more money into the channel to do more fun things. So you guys are greatly appreciated. Everyone, thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Be safe. Be kind to one another. Please just wash your hands. And when you go out to Walmart, just put the frickin' mask on. It's not going to hurt you. I mean, I know you're going to have to deal with your breath for a good 30 minutes, but just brush your teeth. All right, guys, until next time, deuces! Hi. No, sir. We are not doing that today.